Yo, bro, do you toy?
Hey, what's up,
How
man?
you doing, man?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt, sometimes called Big Nerdy. You are the NWO, the Nerd World Order, and this is Nerdzoic. One of my favorite parts of collecting toys is going to cons. That's conventions for you muggles out there. This con was the NJ ToyCon. I've never been to it before. In fact, I didn't even know it existed. Earl from the MLC Facebook group, he was actually working it, and he said, yo, Big Nerdy, you should come to this. So I was like, yeah, I'll come to it. Why not? Of course, I love cons. I actually just got home a few hours ago from this convention. I went with my brother John and my best friend John. So John and John, J&J if you will. Going to the con, I had two main goals. So I had a Black Series figure that I was really hoping to get before it's too late, as well as a Legends. The Black Series was Cara Dune, which we know has just completely blown up since she got fired by Disney, and now it's going for a lot of money. Secondly, I wanted to see if I could pick up either the Build-A-Figure of the Hulkbuster or the 2-pack Hulkbuster Hulk. Ideally that one, because that Hulkbuster has a better paint job. Because with Ironmonger coming out, I'm like, you know what? My Iron Man shelf needs some more big boys for it. We left my house with just those two figures in mind. 3-hour drive later, we got to the convention, and quickly, I found out an interesting piece of information. The 4 Horsemen were there. Woo! No, not those 4 Horsemen. Focus. No, the 4 Horsemen who created Mythic Legion. So the action figure line that's just getting a ton of hype and praise that I know literally nothing about. So I made the resolution to myself as I pulled in and saw the crazy parking lot and the line of people that I need to find out what the hype's about. So I made the decision. I need to either talk to these creators, I need to pick one up. I want to see what's going on with this. So now I have 2 goals. I need to get the figures that I already had on the list, the Cara Dune and the Hulkbuster. And now I also want to kind of find out what's going on with this whole Mythic Legions thing. So with that in mind, we went into the con. Holy crap, it's bigger than I thought it was. She said. I got a Scott Hall wall. I'm not gonna lie, the desire to have a Nerdzoic toy show is high. Once we got in, it was literally just a ton of people, and it was like a sweat box. I'm hoping the next room over isn't as hot. It was so freaking hot, I literally was just like, I feel like I lost 10 pounds in sweat. Gonna need an air break soon. Because of that, I wasn't sure if I was gonna last long enough to accomplish my mission. What really put me down was when I saw the area for Mythic Legions, I'm like, wow, that line's pretty long. And then I walked on, I'm like, I'll see, maybe I'll get in line, it looks like there's 10 people. Then I realized that the line wrapped like an S, outside and around the block. This is all the line for Mythic Legions. The wait to get to the Mythic Legions booth was 3 hours. So Mythic Legions are apparently popular. I've never had one, but I might have to pick one up. Probably not today, because I'm not waiting in this line. This was just like, what? So now I'm even more intrigued, because, follow the crowds. I'm like, what the hell is going on with these things? But yeah, that Mythic Legions line, absolutely insane. As I'm walking past it and checking out the other things, I hear a, hey yo, it's Nerdzoic, and sure enough, it's Rocco and his wife Hun, and we got to meet, and it was cool, because we only talked online before, so crossover right there.
Excellent. That's professional. I'm professional right
Oh yeah, this is
now.
like
Great.
6.
Check it out. Woo!
Boom. Rocco was of course in that crazy Mythic Legions line, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe later I'll try this. So
We've been on the Mythic Legions lines for over an hour.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and we're only here.
Wait, how far out does it go?
It goes out far, yeah.
I went looking for my Cara Dune, I went looking for my Hulkbuster, but I quickly noticed I might not find it because I didn't see either of them. I went from booth to booth, and they had the selection was insane. This was one of the best cons I've been to that are just toys. This is one of the best cons I've been to, period, when it comes to merchandise and pricing. Fat Frenchie. You remember that? We left them in Mom's attic. But I didn't see the Hulkbuster, I didn't see Cara Dune. What I did see was a crap ton of G.I. Joes. A crap ton of Major Bloods going for 100 to 150 apiece. I wonder where they got them. Then I saw it. I was like, oh, I saw Cara Dune. And I looked at it and I saw, ooh, that box is pretty banged up, and I'm a mint and card guy. I looked at the price, $50. Guys, she goes for $150 online. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna come back later. If I can't find her somewhere else at a comparable price, I'll pick her up. Maybe I'll open her. Who knows if I'll ever get this chance again. And on I went. And I went looking for that Hulkbuster. That Hulkbuster set. And lo and behold, I finally found him. And he was $130. Now guys, just to tell you, this thing is a massive set. It originally sold for $70 at Target, but it did not sell well. And it was clearanced out. It went as low as $20 in some Targets. So for me to pay that much, I couldn't bring myself to do it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to see if I can find a better deal. I went on looking, finished that part of the convention, And at that point, we were sweated out, so we went to lunch. Okay, TGI Friday's lunch break. Look at this. They got a donut burger. As I was sitting there devouring my lunch, I looked at my phone and I got an email that I sold another 2 of the Ironmonger sets. It means I sold about 3/4 of my stock now at this point. And I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? Worst case scenario, if I have to resell this Hulkbuster because Mrs. Nerdy yells at me for spending that much, it doesn't matter. $130 is I think it's a good price. I got on Action Figure 411 to take a look. It's going for $185. And now I'm like, holy crap. Why didn't I check this sooner? I should have bought it when I saw it. So now, I'm at lunch, I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, guys, we got to go back. We're going to get Cara Dune. We're going to get the Hulkbuster. Hopefully, they're both still there. $180. Then I'll head over to Mythic Legions. Let's do this. I get back in the con, and I head straight for that Mythic Legions line just because those, you know, when you first go in, and sure enough, it's still long. It's just not happening. So I make a beeline to where the vendor was for Cara Dune, and he says, oh, I sold it. Heartbroken. My friends, that was it. I didn't see another Cara Dune all day. I did not get Cara Dune. So now, crestfallen, completely heartbroken, without my Gina, I go through the convention aisle by aisle looking for the Hulkbuster before the same fate hits me again. But alas, I couldn't find it. And I was starting to go a little crazy. I was doing the same aisle multiple times. Have you ever done that in a con? You're like, did I go down this aisle? Where did I see that? But then finally, in a completely different spot than I remember seeing it before, I found it. And I'm like, you, Hulkbuster, me, now. I didn't have cash on me because I'm an idiot and I forgot about it. So I'm like, hey, do you take cards? He didn't take cards. So running out of options here, but he took Venmo. Gives me his little phone. I go to scan it. No problem. My phone doesn't recognize QR codes all of a sudden. So now I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my God, I missed out on Cara. Am I going to miss out on the Hulkbuster because my phone's being stupid? Luckily, he said, hey, you know what? Let's do PayPal as long as you're cool with doing friends and family. And I said, all right, cool, fine, let's do this. Set it through, he got it, and guess what, folks? Hulkbuster! Mission accomplished. Mission 1 accomplished, okay? I already failed one, I got one. Now it's time to turn my attention to the Horsemen. Head to the Horsemen booth thinking at this time of day, we're only got an hour left in the con. It's going to be quiet, right? Nope, not quiet. Line is still going. And I left, and I was kind of crestfallen again at this point. I just used crestfallen again. I don't even know if I'm using that word right. I was disappointed at this point. And on my way out, I thanked Joe, I thanked Earl, and Earl said, hey, I'll try to get the Horseman's info for you tomorrow. And guess what? He did. So I shot them an email. Hopefully we'll have something soon on the channel. I'm hoping to get them on for a live where I can just kind of learn about their entire process and what, like, I just need to know about this line. I need to binge it. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I got the Hulkbuster. I got the info for the Horsemen. I'm going to hopefully pick up one of the Mythic Legions at some point, but I miss Cara Dune. And that's our lesson, kids. When you see a deal that is just like that good, be spontaneous, strike while the iron's hot. Because I'm a toy nerd, and toy nerds gonna toy nerd. You want to know how I got started being a toy nerd? Check out this video. It's my origin story. It's, you know, everything. Big Nerdy pours his heart out. And until next time, remember, you have to get old, but you don't have to grow up. Just be cool and stay nerdy.